Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues to move in this kind of wedge pattern here to the upside. The view remains that Bitcoin will go higher as long as it holds above this support area. I can currently not rule out that wave 4 is still ongoing. I just can't. If we break below this wedge, my first view would be that wave 4 is still unfolding either as a triangle or maybe a flat pattern. With a flat pattern, we've got an A, B, C, and would have the B wave here then, and the C wave would still be coming. That is going to be the view if we break out of the wedge to the downside, because we never had a real, let's call it substantial breakout above this B wave high. We had a brief breakout, which sort of indicates that the correction, that this wave 4 is finished, but it's just not evidence enough yet. It's not evidence enough. There is now a chance that this move 5 has started. I already mentioned that in yesterday's video. The reason for that is that the move up was quite strong here. However, we never broke really substantially above the previous high. So it's not, it's not like clear evidence, right? But we have to make some assumptions. So my view is that at least possibly we could be pushing here higher in a 1, 2, and next we would see a wave 3 to the upside, 4, 5. However, as long as we are in the wedge, this is all not reliable. It could very well be that we stay in the wedge altogether, that we're doing something like this, like an ending diagonal in this wave 5. That's possible. That would be a bit disappointing. It would mean that the last wave up here will be quite weak. We're going to see some bearish divergences on the chart. We probably already see that. For example, on the MACD, quite clear to see that we make higher highs on the price chart, but we make clearly lower lows on the MACD. That always, I'll not say it always, but it often happens in a wave 5. Here, the relative strength index, you see the same thing, a bearish divergence. That's the warning that things could be heading down. Now, if they are heading down, of course, it could just, first of all, just be a deeper wave 4 here. This expanded flat that I talked about. And then we could rally in the wave 5. But at the moment, as long as this wave C low is holding, and the wedge, but also here the wave C low at 20,600, this is the Elliott Wave pattern. The other two lines are just a structure, basically a pattern, not an Elliott Wave pattern. So what I want to say is, as soon as we drop out of this wedge, it's a first indication here that wave C is still unfolding. Real evidence, because the pattern will get invalidated, we will only get if we break below the wave C low at 20,610. Conversely, a break above the wave 1 high would mean that a wave 3 has most likely started here. Wave 3, and even in a diagonal pattern, the wave 3 should move above the wave 1, and that is at 21,460. So I did give you here some targets to the upside that ideally Bitcoin should reach in this fifth wave in green, around 23.7 to 25.6k, but these targets are only valid if we are in an impulse. An impulse is different from a diagonal, as in a diagonal you have a lot of overlaps. The move to the upside will not be as strong. So we need to be watching here for a breakout of the wedge. Generally, wedge patterns would rather break to the downside, so we need to have that on the radar. Probability suggests that they do. However, it could of course be, and that is what nobody knows, that we are going to stay in this wedge until we finish wave 5. So that's what we need to closely observe. I would not trade a wedge pattern. So I would not, let's say, I would not enter here long just to be able to trade the increase in the wedge. That's unreliable, and also there is not much reward in it. But if we have a breakout of the wedge, that would be an interesting breakout trade for anybody who likes to trade breakouts. Conversely, if we drop back into the green support area, we've got our next low risk trade setup here, because the stop loss can be set below the green support at 18,000, broadly 18,800. That's sort of where we are with Bitcoin. Zooming out a little bit, because we get a lot of new viewers all the time. What does Bitcoin need to do that we can confirm a low, a bear market low? already in. And what does it mean, bear market low already in? It means that we will not drop below Bitcoin's November low anymore. So what does Bitcoin need to do? Yeah, Bitcoin needs to produce for us 5 waves to the upside and 3 waves to the downside. Basically this, the yellow count. The yellow count is the bear market over confirmation count, yeah. Bitcoin needs to do here, wave 1, done. Wave 2, done. Wave 3, probably not quite finished yet. This consists in 5 waves in itself. That's where we currently are in the green wave 5. It needs to do a wave 4, so that means after the next significant high, we have a risk of, we will probably come down at some point in this wave 4. If we hold support at an area I will be able to give you then, this is most likely a wave 4, and then we will most likely also get a wave 5. That's at least the first indication that the bear market low is already in, or let's call it the first strong evidence, but we won't really know until we hold ABC wave 2 support, which I will also be able to give you then. Because then we have 5 waves up, we have 3 waves down, and the real confirmation is actually the third step, which is a breakout above that wave 1 high. And that might be at 25, 26K. Now, people might not want to wait for that, and that's why a pullback trade entering in this wave 2 support area might be useful. Then you also get those inverse head and shoulders and things like that. So that's what Bitcoin needs to do. So any question about is the bear market low already in, I can't answer. We need to wait for evidence. We want to stay objective here. At the moment, not even the first step is complete. So we only have really 3 waves up, which could easily be an ABC. That's why at the moment, the count can still easily be that we will make another low for Bitcoin. And I haven't changed my higher degree count yet, but I probably have to. The count still suggests that we had here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and will come down once more in low. But if we break above the wave 2 high, which is here at 21,500, I will have to move this wave 4 here. And then we will start the yellow wave 5 to the downside from up there. And that's not a problem at all. And that's also why we need to see those 5 waves up and 3 waves down. Because in this particular pattern, if I move the yellow wave up there, we have the situation that this could be an A wave, 5 waves. This could be a B wave, 3 waves. And this could be a 5-wave pattern to the upside to fill that yellow wave 4, 5 waves. So again, only having those 5 waves won't tell us anything really. It could be a wave 4, it could be a wave 1. Therefore, we need to wait. Do we hold higher low support here? Yeah, so before that, it's all speculation. I can tell you what I think, but that won't help you because I can think something and it's not what the market will do. So we need to wait for evidence. Yeah, anybody who wants to wait for evidence that the bear market low is in, we have to wait for that. Anybody who says anything different doesn't know market structure. Yeah, I mean, we can, I can tell you the bear market low is in. I could be right, but I could also be wrong because nobody knows. We need to wait for evidence. Yeah, it's all probabilities in this space. It's all probabilities. So clear is at the moment on this journey to confirming that a bear market low was already made, we are basically only halfway there. Yeah, we have only reached 3 waves. We're not even halfway there. Yeah, we haven't even reached the 5th wave here. So just sort of as a little bit of background information. But the good thing, I mean, you could say the more positive thing is that obviously we have broken above the 200-day moving average, which is currently around 19.5K. And another indication that the bear market low could be in, yeah, and I warned you about that already weeks ago, that we had here this 2-week MACD signal, and that in the past always worked out at the end of a bear market. If we had a bullish crossover here, the low was already in, or it was very, very near. So yeah, that was an important signal, but of course also this is only an indicator. For me, it's like I don't use indicators as primary evidence. I only use them to confirm. Okay, and that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.